Hi there, hope you're all doing well. I am back with a different colour scheme for my Human Empire army. This is one of the Empire Marksmen from One Page Rules. She was black and white zenithal primed, and I get started with hull red for her cloak and tabard. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. You could also join Discord using the link in the description, where you can share anything you have been working on. To start off highlighting the red, I used burnt red just to bring up all of the raised parts and pretty much the entire thing, just leaving the darker tone in the recesses. Finishing off the red, I grabbed Scarlet Red and went over all of those edges and the tops of the folds. Now that the red has dried, I can get the face painted with Dwarven skin. It looks like she's wearing gloves, so the only thing that's going to be exposed is going to be her face. For all of her underlayer, I went for warm grey as the base coat, just to get that white look while staying in the warmer spectrum to go with the red. Bringing up the tops of the folds on the underlayer, I used silver grey. There isn't too much warm in this one, but it kind of goes well once the wash goes on and it will tint it down. She has a little friend on her shoulder that gets done with dark green. She also has two bottles on her waist that get done with this colour as well. For all of the leather parts, I used British Khaki for the base coat. wooden parts on her rifle and the little backpack on the lizard get done with Wasteland brown. All the metal parts get a once over with Surcoat silver. To add some highlights to the leather parts, use the golden brown, go over all of the edges and add some variation to parts. Now the silver has dried, I came back in with Mythril blade and added a bit of a highlight to some of the areas facing upwards. Highlighting the lizard and the bottles, I went for deep green. Moving on to the washes, I get started with a thin down wash of light tone wash over the white and the leather parts. For the metal parts, I used Oblivion black wash. You can wash the red with this, but I liked it how it was and just didn't. Now the mini is finished, I get started on the base with a quick once over of burnt umber. Adding some texture to the base, I used AK Interactive's Muddy Ground. Since I wanted to try the snow again, I grabbed my snow paste and painted some on over the muddy ground and the tufts that I added. And that will be it for the Marksman. It surprisingly didn't take too long to paint her up. I think it was about 35 minutes of brush on model, which means I could get a squad done relatively easily with this scheme. The snow base though looks it looks better, but it doesn't look quite how I want it to. So I probably wouldn't use the snow in this, as it looked good with just the tufts and the mud. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. You could also join Discord using the link in the description, where you can share anything you have been working on. As always, you can check out a closer look at this mini on my Instagram page. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you enjoyed. Most importantly though, be kind to each other.